welcome to episode 497 of the Super Ultra Podcast Arcade for July 12th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel Nicholson. With me is my co-host, Dominic Stallworth. What's going on this week, Dominic?
Probably a lot, but I have not been paying attention. Let's see. We'll get to that. We'll get to what's going on. So, like, I was going to start off with sports. I know Wimbledon's going on now, so by the time you hear this, a winner will be had. But at least we got some Americans in the Final Four.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know their names.
Okay.
I know Djokovic is still in the men's. The guy, he's like the basically like the best
Man,
guy
plays
overall.
tennis and basketball. That's impressive.
He since Federer is gone, like he's like the other standing guy, like who's been awesome and great, and he could be. Yeah, now they talk about like, oh, when is he going to retire or whatever? He said until he loses, like, say when it gets to a point where he's just not as passionate as much, that's when he'll stop. So we'll see. But yeah, like I mean, if you're into the tennis world, maybe you like know these guys. Maybe there's some guys big, but I haven't been. Like basically, Serena was like the last thing for me, and when she was gone, I kind of been out of it. I know we do about and then the girl who's I think Coco, she lost in the first round, so like that was huge. It's like she got upset. I mean, upset isn't like she got. It was an upset because she was ranked. I forgot what she was ranked. I don't know if she was number one ranked, but still, like it's crazy. A lot of top ranks lost early too. But there's this one woman who's highly ranked that's still there. I forgot. I don't know where she was from, but I just saw it. So I watched a little bit of it like earlier this week of the quarterfinals. But so that's happening now. I know baseball. We're about to get to the All-Star game. By the time you hear this podcast, All-Star game probably will have passed. Maybe. Most likely it will because it'll be Tuesday. And we have one Oriole, and that's O'Hearn, who this is his first time ever being an All-Star. Didn't expect that. Didn't expect him, and especially him being the only one too. Jackson Holiday had a chance. Did he get snubbed? I don't know. I would have to look at the numbers.
He didn't get my vote, Dominic.
Picked.
That's why I got kicked out.
But yeah, I thought he had a good chance of getting in because he's been doing really good, and he was second in votes as far as second baseman. But thing is, the people who picked the reserves or whatever, they are picked, I think, by the either MLB. Or the coaches or the managers or whatever like that. It's not by votes.
Haters is what you're saying. Got it.
Yeah, but there's been some snubs though this year. Like Soto didn't get in, and Soto, man, had a good year. Like people can talk about like, oh, he didn't start out great, he looked great, but his numbers are good. And it's like, wow, he didn't even get picked for the All-Star game. I'm like, he a New York Met. So what the fucking New York doing? This is like, what the hell? New York ain't coming out. Or at least the Mets ain't coming out for him. I was like, good God, man. I was like, Soto should be in there. But you know what? I mean, as a starter, I think so. I think his numbers, I think they say his numbers is even worth being a starter. So I'm surprised he didn't get that. And the manager's not picking him. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like Soto, I mean, the guy who just got the biggest contract and he's having a good year. Great compared to other people. Like to most of the league. I mean, he has done better, yes, but he's not horrible like this year. It's I don't know. That was kind of weird that he didn't get in. I think there's some other people too, but I don't know. There's always some snubs and stuff, but it always feels like I would always say this: like, you say somebody got snubbed, who are they replacing? Like, you gotta tell me the person they're replacing, that's an easy cop out to me, especially in the media when they say like, oh, this guy got snubbed and blah blah blah. I like the guys who do tell me that they did better than this guy. I was like, yeah, tell me that, because then I'm just like, well, then are these other guys are good? Then I think is you basically you just tell me it was just a hard decision. You didn't
Right.
tell me that he should replace somebody. But thing is, people were actually showing like some people like wow their numbers is like, yeah, man, they should have been here. But then it also comes down to votes too. Like, the starters are based on votes, so it's that's that's a different beast. So you don't know. Um, I mean, the people voted. The people voted. Anyway, but the Orioles overall right now it's like they're doing pretty good. Like like the month of June was a good month compared to April and May. But it's like but like I said before, April and May were horrible. And so it's like they put themselves in a hole. So like even doing what they're doing now, it's like, man, you gotta do better than this. And it's sad. It's like, God damn it. So why y'all getting that such why y'all so bad so early? And like you still got injuries now, but y'all doing better. It's like cause and it's like, darn, y'all wish I was doing just at least 500 ball those months. But people are coming up because like Orioles like on their what sixth or seventh catcher or something like that now. Their catchers has been getting injured. Like even the people just coming up, they get injured. And but when the people who do play they are pretty good. Like they've been doing okay. Um, Now one of them, Sanchez, who has come back from injury, he's a good hitter. He used to be the Yankees, but that was I think why the Yankees let him go was that they didn't like. Well, I don't know if they let him go or they just didn't resign him. I don't know if he was a free agent or what, but it's because he's not good defensively. And he had some games that was very costly. Like it's like, darn man, if they were pretty good, like if he would have stopped this ball or something, they wouldn't have got the score or something. And like
Mm.
that's pretty crucial. But he's a good bat. And I think that's why the Orioles got him to back up Watchman. It's like, hey, they got another bat. But in reality, I feel like you need a defenseman because I feel like Watchman is not as good defensively as he should be. I don't think I'm not saying he's going to get there. Maybe it's just early on. He's not. He has his moments, but he has a hard time throwing people out. I don't know for stealing stuff like that. Like I got from last year, he wasn't a great bat, but he was good defensively. And sometimes, like I'll take that. Like because you can't. Everybody's not going to be a great bat, but I mean, technically, everybody's not going to be a great bat unless you just buy all great bats, like like some teams can. But it's like you need that defense, man, because it can cost you, and we've seen it. So, and the guy last year, he had that, and he was a good leader too. Like it wasn't like, yeah, his bat wasn't good, but he was a good leader and like a good rocker room guy, and I think that's somewhat missing. But the Orioles, they're doing better. We're hoping that we can sweep Miami, so we can at least be five back from 500 by the All Star break. Like our
Mhm.
division is like it was 3 years ago when it was like the best division in baseball when everybody ended up over 500 that year. Like
Yeah.
Orioles was last place, but they were over 500. Um, like that's when we knew the Orioles were getting better. Like this year, it's kind of like that now, except for the Orioles though. We're the only ones under 500 in our division, which is I think that's was the point 3 years ago. Also, I think we were under 500, and then we went up to 500. But see, I want to get to the playoffs though, and I don't want to just be on five. It's like, nah, man, this team's supposed to be better, and hopefully we get some pitchers back second half, and we'll do better from there. Right now, Blue Jays are kicking ass. They're kicking ass right now. They're in first place. I know they've been 9-1 in the last 10 games. I think they won like 10 games in a row at one point.
Mhm.
Yeah, they've been looking good up in Canada, and like that's where Santander, our ex player, is up there. I haven't looked
Oh,
at his
really?
numbers though. I don't know. Like, I'm curious what he's doing now, but yeah, he was our guy last year. But he was one of those guys like he's good, but you don't. We didn't want to. Our team didn't want to pay him because it's like we had other people who were younger up there, and it's like, do we pay him all this money? And yeah, it's I don't know, like it wasn't a need. It didn't feel like a need, like for that. I mean, in hindsight, you're like, oh man, we could definitely use some offense, so we could use them. But thing is, you weren't expecting us our best to be cold at the beginning of the year like this. Like that wasn't no expectation on that. Let me see, Santander, Toronto. Um, oh no, oh no. They're doing
Oh,
really
no.
good, but not because of him. He's actually
No.
doing not that good up
Rough.
there. I wonder if he's injured right now. Um, because yeah, his batting average. Oh my god, it's a 179. Uh, yeah, is he injured? Let me see. Santander. Yeah, I think he's injured because he hasn't. I don't see no stats after the 29th of May.
Hmm.
Yeah, I remember he wasn't doing that well like early on. But when I
Mhm.
saw like Toronto was winning, I was like, oh, I wonder if Santander's doing good. Also, but he's been out, so yeah, they just been good despite him being out. Okay, but yeah, I mean they have they have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's an all star guy, man. He's awesome. He just got paid this year. He got the big ass contract they just signed like back a couple months ago. So
Wow.
yeah, they like Toronto. I mean, Toronto them winning and then the Yankees like kind of falling has been
Mhm.
that's really what helped them too. The Yankees have not been doing well lately, and Red Sox is doing well. They're up coming up. Like they jumped over Tampa Bay. I guess Tampa Bay's been losing recently because Tampa Bay was at a point where they're about to be in first place because they were like right behind the Yankees, but then Toronto went on that run. Tampa Bay kind of was, I guess, middling. And I hear Red Sox been winning too. Like, look at the standings. Like, Red Sox are in third place, behind the Yankees. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, it's a tight race. The best team in baseball is Detroit right now, and that just pisses me the fuck off because it's like, yo, this team was just bad. Like 2 years ago, they were horrible. Last year, they were okay, but it's like this team just jumped out the first. It's like, man, they look like what the Orioles did. And I was like, I say like, I was like, I mean, I don't mind that if we were winning. But it's like, why are we going backwards? And like we see these teams, it's like it sucks. It's like, see, these teams are getting better, so it's making it worse for us. It's like I don't want to be behind again. Like I want to be winning. So, but Detroit, you know what? Also a benefit for them. Their division is really bad. Like Cleveland, I don't know why Cleveland's so bad right now. I was looking up to see do they have a lot of injuries. They said it's no. It's just that they kind of had like almost like the Orioles, it's bad luck in areas, but their bad luck I think is different because ours is like we knew our pitching, we didn't really improve pitching, but we didn't think our bats would be cold. But I think everything is just going bad for them. And Kansas City, I thought Kansas City would be better than what they are, and they're not. Now I don't know what's
Mhm.
going on, but I don't know if the injuries or what the problem is or not. But just record wise, they're not doing that good. White Sox we already knew was going to be bad, but yeah, Detroit, their division, I think they're the only team that's above 500 in the division. Twins, they started out like they're going to be all pretty okay, but I guess not. So, but still, they were a team that was at the bottom of the division. Like they were fighting with White Sox for last place.
Yeah.
Now they're above everybody in the division, and then you have Houston doing what Houston always does. Like they're just being
Cheating?
great. Yeah, that's what people was. They always go back to that, but it's like,
Yeah.
yo, look, the years are going by. Like I mean, you can hold on to that all you want, but put it like this: that ain't take the championship away from them, and they've
I'm gonna
been winning.
die in my grave banging on a trash can, Dominic.
Yeah. Like the Astros are still kicking ass. Like I was like, man, good for that franchise, man. I swear, darn. Um, like good on them. The Angels looked like they were like going on like a little run, but they're still the Angels. Dodgers are like Dodgers had lost like 6 games in a row. Unless they won, if they won yesterday, then they stopped that. But if they lost, that'll be 7. Um, I don't know, but still, like they but thing is, they can lose 6 in a row, but they still like up the top. They're the top because of just how many games they won. And then I think it's also a combination of other people not really taking full advantage of it. Um, but yeah, I know they're playing the Giants right now. But yeah, I mean, it's a good race. Like the only team that's kind of like running away with it is Detroit. I mean, you kind of just know they're going to win. It's like they would have to just fall off because the division's horrible. So it's like they're going to win. Like even Dodgers, who we know is like overall the best team, even though they got a lot of injuries as far as pitching, but they also bought a lot of players. Like they're still good. They're not like far ahead. They're not even like far ahead. In their thing because I mean they got four like even with that 6 game losing streak, they still got 4 games ahead of the Giants. It's not a lot, but it's good. It's like that just tells you that man, these other teams ain't taking full advantage of it. They took full advantage of that, man. Like that's how the Dodgers are. The Phillies are up there. Um, the Cubs are up there too. Like they're not that far from the Dodgers. Dodgers won 56 games. Cubs won 55. Phillies won 54. Mets won 54. Even with them losing the series to the Orioles, they still up there. They just fell down to second place in their division. But yeah, man, it's a close race in there. So I mean, it's a joy watching. It just sucks that my team, I'm freaking fighting at the bottom of our division. Not the worst team in the league, but hey, but that doesn't matter. It's like we got to get up there in our division, and into the wild card. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Other news, I can't really think of anything else going on in sports, really. I can't remember anything, but I know people who are not into baseball, they really just looking at football news and stuff like that. So like they all like doing that, but I'm not really. I can wait. So yeah. So any wrestling news, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a pretty big weekend for wrestling. WWE's running like 3 shows, I think. Actually, there's an NXT show as well as another Saturday night's main event today.
Oh, I'm sorry. Real quick, because mentioning WWE, they probably have something at San Diego some date, and
really?
Mysterio is a big San Diego fan, and because he was there last night at the game. I mean, he was there as in like just a regular fan, and because the guy, one of the commentators, the son of the great San Diego Padre, Tony Gwynn Jr., because he was the color commentator. He was saying like, oh, look, this Rey Mysterio, and the guy was like, oh, I don't recognize him without his mask. I don't recognize him. I say,
oh my, wait, no, they showed him without his mask.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus!
Because he was just being a regular person. He was just
they
being a regular.
Be
he was
him
a
out
regular fan.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Yeah, because he said this Rey Mysterio. Said, "Oh, so I said I would not have recognized him without his mask," and that's what I saw him. That's the first time I've ever seen him without his mask. Honestly, I'd never seen the man before. I mean, I never tried.
Never saw him in like WCW for a while. They had him without his mask.
I didn't. WCW was. I didn't have cable when WCW was going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even watch WCW. Yeah, because I didn't have cable. I mean, that's like the Attitude Era. I mean, I didn't even get into it to SmackDown. I mean, I watched it when I was over like a friend's place or something, but Other than that, I can
Right,
only
I
see on
remember you
wrestling.
saying that.
Like
Yeah.
I'll just talk. I just be around people when they talk about it a lot.
Mhm.
Or somebody will they will videotape the pay per view or something, and I'll watch it. Um, but yeah. So yeah. So I was like, oh, so that's what he looks like.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't know
looks
he
like
was
they're
Hispanic,
doing
Daniel.
Survivor
No, I was joking. I
Series.
was joking.
And what did you say?
I said I didn't know he was Hispanic.
Uh,
I thought,
thought he was
but
like El Grande Americana.
but no, but yeah, but they must have some like WWE day or something there because they were mentioning, and the guy
Gotcha.
kept saying like I'm gonna have my son out here. He said like because he's a big fan.
Yeah. That makes sense that
But
they would be doing some kind of tie-in since they're doing Survivor Series at that stadium. So
oh, they are. Oh, so that's what they
yeah.
were talking about. So when's Survivor Series at?
It's usually around like Thanksgiving.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have a date here. 29th, November 29th.
Oh, it's in November. Okay, but they're supposed to be doing some
Yeah.
like special ballpark thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, cause they always get songs like Rey Mysterio's a big fan of Padres. Okay, okay, go
Yeah.
ahead.
But yeah, it's going to be a big wrestling weekend. There's going to be the NXT show. There's going to be Saturday night's main event. That's going to be potentially Goldberg's last match. They've got him facing Gunther for the world title. I wouldn't be entirely shocked if they did have Goldberg win, even though I would very much dislike that. But SummerSlam is not that far away, and they could potentially then have him, lose that title back to Gunther or whatever they want
So
to do
wait a
with
minute,
it
you
from
just said
there.
this was going to be his last match. Or it's
Well,
rumored.
it's they're billing it as his last match, and then somebody asked him like, "Oh, what happens if you win the title?" And then he's like, "Oh, I guess we'll find out," or
No,
something
I'll
like
just say
that. So
I'll take it home.
exactly. Well, that's what John Cena's whole gimmick is right now. So you don't want Goldberg stepping on that, I guess. Um,
Oh, yeah.
so there's that. There's also AEW's All In today. That's going to start a little bit earlier. I think they're trying to WWE is trying to counter program AEW, and AEW is just trying to kind of get out of the way of it. And this is basically like their WrestleMania. It's going to be huge. I think I talked kind of more in detail last week about it, but you've got like John Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page in a Texas death match for the world championship. And
Oh, where they playing
it
at?
they're down in Texas. I can't remember where is this. What's Globe Life Field. This is the one we were talking about.
Oh, okay.
What's that? The Texans
The Texas. You said
Texans
Glow Life
Stadium.
Field. I thought the Glow Life Field was the Rangers.
Rangers. Okay. Yeah. 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 Rangers. Um, so there's that. There's Tony Storm versus Mercedes Moné, formerly Sasha Banks. That's going to be big. And Kazuchika Okada versus Kenny Omega. That's going to be huge. Plus, there's a couple other matches on there that are going to be fantastic. I'm tempted to get it, but $50 is still in this world where WWE basically gives away their pay-per-views between streaming services. It's hard to justify $50 on one big show. Well, it's not that it's hard to justify for one big show. That's why I'm actually considering it, but it's hard to consider it $50 for one big show and then also the other 4 plus shows they do in the year. That's when it starts to be like, this is we're not there. And then you look like in the UK, they have an AEW plus like subscription thing. It's like $8 a month. It's kind of like the old
The UK
WWE
gets
network
that, but they
stuff.
can't do that in the US.
That I don't know if it's some kind of thing with like TBS and that's why they can't or what. But along with that, then the pay-per-views come at a discount of $20. So it's like that I would be far more willing to do, but the $50 straight up is kind of a lot. But by all accounts, this should be a fantastic show. And then tomorrow, WWE's putting on an all women's pay per view again, Evolution the second. Evolution pay-per-view. The last one they did was 7 years ago, in 2018, when they had first announced that Saudi Arabia show where they couldn't have any women. And this is pretty stacked as well. I mean, it's going to be some good wrestling this weekend.
And
Because
that
they've
the
got,
other woman got hurt, right? The
which one?
what
Liv
was it? Go ahead. Was it somebody who
Morgan.
got hurt recently? Like one of the popular
Yeah,
women
Liv
wrestlers.
Morgan, who's the
Yeah.
she was part of the tag team champions. Her and Raquel Rodriguez were the champions. Roxanne Perez, who has kind of been like floating around their stable, has taken up her spot. So they are defending the championships against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Sol Ruka and Zarya, who are from NXT, and then the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, with Asuka having returned recently to save Kairi and reform that tag team. We've also got the NXT Women's Championship on the line, JC Jane versus Jordan Grace. There's going to be Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a no holds barred match. That should be a lot of fun. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus. Trish is back again. And this, it seems like it'll be fine, but this is more like the spectacle match. Io versus Rhea Ripley for the Raw Women's Championship. That should be pretty crazy. I unfortunately think Rhea is going to win the title here, and it's not necessarily what I'm looking for just yet. It feels like they haven't, outside of the big win at WrestleMania for Io, going over both Rhea and Bianca Belair, who were, like without a question, two of the biggest stars in WWE. It really feels like they've kind of put the brakes on making Io look great after about a week after WrestleMania, because she also had a match with Stephanie Vaquer that week. But since then, it feels like she hasn't really done much of anything. And then the one I think I might be most excited about is the Women's Intercontinental Championship match, which is going to be Becky Lynch, who's currently the champion, versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. They've been doing a lot of good work with Lyra, who's younger. She just came up from NXT a little bit ago. And going into WrestleMania, she was partnering with Bayley, and then they did an injury angle with Bayley, replaced her with Becky. And now they've kind of got this like everybody's going out for themselves thing, even though Bayley and Lyra were, friends at one point. Yeah. And now they're kind of like, well, you didn't talk to me after WrestleMania and you got hurt. And Bayley's like, well, I was hurt. Like, what do you want from me? And, everybody's like, well, I just want to be champion. Like, this is what I'm doing because this is for me. So screw all you guys. So that should be fantastic. I mean, all three of those women are fantastic wrestlers. So that should be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of wrestling. There was already a Ring of Honor show, of course, as well, which is AEW related because Tony Khan also owns this. Yeah, but other than that, that's kind of where wrestling is. Should be a lot of fun this weekend.
So I guess we go to what we've been watching. So you ever watch anything?
No, I saw Ford versus Ferrari is on Disney Plus through they do those like, oh, Hulu is making this available, even though I have Hulu too. But since it had left, I think like HBO or something like that, I was like, oh man, I'd gotten the hankering to want to watch that. But I haven't gotten a chance to. But that is, I think, the next thing I'm going to go out of my way to watch. So,
Okay.
What have you been watching?
So I watched Superman. I saw Superman on
All
Thursday.
right.
It was actually like, yeah, well, I haven't really paid attention to movies. I remember like Thursday will be like Thursday night, like the first showings, but now is all day. So I don't know
Wow,
why
really?
yeah, because it was 2:00. I saw it at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I wondered because you said you saw it, and then I was like, wait, it came out this week, and yeah, it was
Yeah.
early still.
And Yeah, I just saw the regular. Well, I guess regular laser because I don't know what else because I don't know if AMC does the AMC do anything besides anything lower than laser because it's like that's the
Yeah, there's
basic
one
one
where they
and
just have a guy cranking like a book that's like flipping through pages. It's like
so it can sound like the old films.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I didn't see the special IMAX or the IMAX 3D or anything. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that, but it costs a
Mhm.
lot. But
Yeah.
so I'll say that for the Odyssey for next year. But cause yeah, I mean, I want to say was this filmed also in IMAX? Or did I ever say read that? I forget. Yeah, maybe it was. I don't know. But anyway, yes, Superman. It was great. I really enjoyed it. It was a great Superman movie. It really like this Superman was it felt like how we imagine Superman is, you know. I like how they went into like his Boy Scout being a little Boy Scout and like and they play on that. It's not just like, oh, he's doing good and nobody says like I like
Mhm.
when the other team of heroes is there and then he says something like when they're I mean you saw when they're fighting the Karu in the previews, the
Mhm.
Kaiju or whatever in the previews, that big monster. And because he was like trying to so I'm trying to find a way to get it out of here to I'm trying to avoid killing it to get it out of here so they can put it like put it somewhere. And then the guy was like, "Oh, come on, man!" It's like, then like we're like, dude, it's like this is where they kill the thing. It's like
Yeah.
you trying to freaking like save people and save it. It's like yo, um. But yeah, they really go into that. They really go into that of Superman and in a way that is actually like um enjoyable. You know, it's like oh yeah, it's not corny as in like corny like oh like it's cringeworthy. No, it fits and it's like okay yeah, and and the other guys they're all right. Like the look at Lex Luthor. I like the guy. The guy who's playing Lex Luthor. I mean, he's a good actor, and but he
Mhm.
he does a good job as Lex Luthor. And the I
Are there
mean
any jars of piss
Lois Lane.
involved, Dominic?
What do you say? Oh no
Are there
no
any
no
jars of piss? No. Oh, okay.
no
Well, I don't know if I like this version of Lex Luthor.
yeah yeah but then you have like Lois Lane's character is really good. The I like Jimmy Olsen was pretty good too, and like they have all those little characters too. Even though he have a big showing, I forgot the guy's name, but he's that the sports reporter guy. He was always
Oh,
like
okay.
the jock guy. Yeah, like he was funny. Um, the guy
Who's
playing
playing Perry White?
Perry White's the black guy. He's you've seen him before. I don't remember his name, but you see him in a lot of things. I mean, for us black people, The Wire was one of the biggest things we see
Oh,
him in.
yeah.
Even though,
Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I've seen him.
Um, but I know he was in the Amazon series too. Um, was it based off of the books? Jack Ryan. Um,
Oh, okay. Jack Reacher
uh, Jack Reacher.
or the Jack
Yeah.
Ryan. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
Wendell Pierce.
But yes. So oh, but I really like Guy Gardner was great. Like Fillion playing him, like him
Yeah.
being that character. Like I'm not just the I'm not just asshole Green Lantern. That was good. That was really good. And he, yeah, he. I just like how he went somewhere and like someone's asked for Superman and he comes say, "Oh, he couldn't make it, but you got to upgrade." You say you got to upgrade. You gotta- um, like also Mr. Terrific character is really good. Like, thank you because WB kind of ruined it, the real life version of what that character
Mhm.
is, by making him like really punk and like not really a fighter. And it's like, what the hell, man? It's like I didn't like that characterization. Um, Hawk Girl, I mean, she was all right. She didn't really do a lot. I mean, she physically she did a lot, but it wasn't. I mean, she did her little one-liners like reacting to Green Lantern were good. Um, but she was okay. Like she was okay. She didn't have like a huge speaking part lines or anything, but she was all right. The what else? Like graphically and stuff. I think this is all right. Of course, like the crypto dog that was really good. Um, but yeah, man, it was like it was good action. Story was good. And Ultraman was not what I thought was going to be. Um, I thought it was going to be based off the Ultraman, the comic books, like because that's what it's called, the reverse Superman. But it's something different. But I mean, it wasn't bad because that would have been really complicated. But not. But then I think about it, it's like it wouldn't have been not too complicated. It was like they could have done some shit like, oh, another dimension, like he Lex met him or something. But anyway, but no, but the way they did it is all right. Um, but yeah, it was a great movie. I just want to know like it's established, like the established world is already there, which is good. Like it's not a whole
Okay.
like, oh, we gotta freaking do origin stories and stuff. It's like, nope,
Mm.
these are the heroes. Heroes been here forever. Heroes been here even before Superman. Because he even says at the beginning they have the scope like some word stuff saying metahumans came at this time and then blah 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 years later Superman came and like stuff like that. Um, so it's like the world is already established right now. Though I am curious how they do Batman. Like how does that work? Like like their version of Batman. I'm trying to say because I know it's
Yeah.
not the Batman. It's not in it, but like I wonder how they do that. But there already talks. James Gunn says already talks about doing a spinoff with Mr. Terrific and Jimmy Olsen. Now
Oh,
I didn't read the
okay.
article because I was thinking two separate shows, but then I saw somebody do something like show them together. I was like, oh, them together. I say, okay. I'm curious to see how if that's the thing. I don't know, but
Is there a connection between the two?
I have no idea. I mean,
Okay.
the comics I read were more recent on Mister Terrific and Jimmy Olsen, and they weren't in those. Now,
Gotcha.
recent as in like right before COVID, recent.
Mm.
Now, anything post COVID, I have no
20 years
idea if they
ago.
did
Got it.
something. Yeah, anything post COVID, post 2020, no, and anything before 2015 when they did New 52, I don't know. So between New 52 and 2019, they weren't. Um, but yeah, man, this is it was a fun movie. It was a fun movie. Now I
I'm
wasn't
glad to hear
like,
that it was fun. You know,
yeah,
the
uh,
previous ones, like I didn't hate the Snyder, the Man of Steel. I didn't hate
yeah,
that movie. I
oh
enjoyed
no,
it, but it definitely wasn't a fun movie per se.
no, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was definitely it's more of a serious tone-ish one. I liked it. I wish it went another direction. Not so much like it didn't have to be fun for me. I just wish they would have did some things differently in
Yeah.
there. Like things I want done differently. It's not the things that the people who say that they don't like that tone or whatever. Like I'm on a different mindset. Like I could keep the tone. I just wish it was. I kind of wish they did this like he was already established, or at least he was there. As in, like how like that was the way that's the first time people see him. Like I don't know.
Right.
I just wish it was
Because
something else.
yeah, that is a it's a rough look for Superman if the first time they've got him saving the world is by destroying a major metropolitan area.
Yeah, and also yeah, like with him and Lois and like like the way they be. Yeah, that was a little different in that one. Like I didn't really care about that, but
Mm.
yeah, this. I mean, I see in like the old Superman movies. Like I didn't grow up with those. Like I watched them when I was young, and I didn't hate them, but I also wouldn't say I liked them because I never went out of my way to watch them again.
Yeah.
Those Christopher Reeve ones, and so no disrespect to him, it's just that I didn't grow up with those. So and I don't have no like a really affinity towards them or anything.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
the best Superman
I think
movie
it's
for
safe to
me,
say our Superman was the cartoon, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was it for us. The cartoon that came out, in the late '90s, early 2000s was that one. More so late night. Actually, did it get any new shows in 2000? Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. In the 2000s, it did. Yeah, because I'm in WB. Yeah, Cartoon Kids.
But not the Brendan Roth movie, unfortunately.
Yeah. See, in that one, yeah, I was disappointed. Like going back when I watched it again, I was like, it's okay, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not memorable or anything. Like because they were trying to really keep it like connected to the old one at the same
Mm.
time they could do. When I feel like they should have just went new, even though it
Started
was also
fresh. Yeah.
good that they didn't do an origin story again either. With that,
Yeah.
but yeah, like the best one was Man of Steel for me. And as much as Liz is like that was my as far as movies go, that was the one I enjoyed most out of all of them. So now this is the one I enjoyed most, all of them.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm I'm curious where they go from here with that universe. So yeah. So I definitely recommend seeing it.
All right. I have to go out and check that out.
All right. Let me see, and I guess we get to what we were playing. So you can go ahead.
All right. So basically just played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3+4 this week. Spent most of my time doing that. It came out yesterday. Really, the only time I've had to play is this morning, but I put a significant amount of time into 3 so far. Probably about 3/4 of the way of that campaign, and I've tried to do everything in the levels as I'm going through them. But near the end of my playtime, I was just like, oh, let me get some more levels in here and check these out. So I can't remember honestly if 3 was a time-based game and it was 4 where they went a little more open worldy, or if both of them were more, open world kind of exploration, and then you go up to a character in
No,
a
three
world, you
wasn't
go up to
because
3
three is the
wasn't
one I
okay.
really. Three was like I mean basically for Tony Hawk, three was like the only one I really played, and I played the
Mhm.
shit out of that. So
Yeah.
that
That
definitely
makes
was an open
sense
world.
because 3 was also like Alcatraz is in 3, right?
Never mind, I ain't played that much shit out of it. Then I don't remember. I don't remember. I mean, I did.
I'm
That is
trying
the
to
one I played
think
the
because I
most.
think
But
I
I
remember
don't remember. I don't
Alcatraz
remember
being
stages,
a
yo.
2-minute
Honestly,
timer thing.
like
Okay.
I played shit out of three, but I also only played it in 2001 when it came out.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't necessarily expect you to remember. So yeah, which is funny because having played only the 3 stuff so far, these levels feel maybe a little too big for that timer. And maybe part of it is just having had the experience of a more kind of
Well, I complained
open
about that in 2001.
experience.
Just
Yeah,
tell my friends
I
like,
did
oh,
too. Yeah, it felt very limiting. And for me, like we were talking about this before recording. It's one thing to limit the amount of time for like points and stuff like that for score goals, but things like skate and finding the lost tape, like just give me unlimited time so that I can enjoy the world or the level that you've built, because there's a lot going on in some of these levels, and in other ones maybe there's not so much. And that's kind of where, like, okay, they also give me the ability to free skate in them, but without those goals, without, even like the letters or the things to interact with, there's not a bunch going on. Now, maybe if I get like super into it, I'll be like, oh, and I used to do this when I was younger. Like, what are all the gap names? I'm going to find all them and try and check them off. Um, but right now, that's not what this is going to be for me. It's probably going to be a not necessarily a one and done thing, but I'm going to put some serious time into it, and then I'll be done with it when I get to that point. Um, so far, I've unlocked 3 of the secret characters. I think the guy's name is Andy Anderson. He's a big skateboard dude, like on social media nowadays. Um, if you're at all in that scene, he's the guy that wears the helmet, has kind of a funny mustache. And he's kind of been everywhere, being kind of the face of skateboarding a lot recently. They also got Bam Margera back. He is an unlockable character. And Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles. They got a cool looking model of him in there as one of the secret characters. And they all come with their own special tricks and stuff, which I think is neat, especially Michelangelo's. He's got like a shell spin manual situation. The roster of skaters in this is just like gigantic, most of which, if they're not from the old games, I don't really know. I've seen a lot of these guys, the younger kids, but I'm not necessarily even that familiar with them by name. Mostly it's just like clips on YouTube and stuff that I see nowadays. I think the most recent person outside of like Andy Anderson is Nigel Houston, who is, I think at this point, coming up on, getting into his 30s and maybe, I'd have to say early 30s if I'm comparing him to my age, if I'm thinking about like timelines. But, there's kids out here in the X Games now, they're like 14, hit 900s and stuff on the regular. And I don't know that there's any of them in this game, but, that stuff is crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game is basically 1 and 2. It feels great, it looks great, and you're getting those levels from 3 and 4. The further I get into it, the more I have to say about it. But right now, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm kind of on the edge about the changes they've made, but I think for the most part, it's doing what it needs to for me right now.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I'll probably check it out. Let's see. So what I've been playing, I've been having like an itch to play like some action RPG, similar to like Diablo 3, like like RPG, but more action than like actual story. Like it's a story there that I don't mind, but it's just that I not a whole lot of text reading and stuff like that. Um, so I played some Diablo 3 and I was playing some of that because I haven't played that in a while, and I know Diablo 4 is out, but I was like, I haven't played none of the DLC from Diablo 3, and one of them is free with it. I think, well, actually, no, well, all of it is free. It's just that I can't get the character. I can do the Necromancer character. I have to buy that one, but oh well. Um, the but I do. But then I was like, you know what? Diablo 1, they got up here. I could just play. That's like I remember my dad always played that game, and I used to find it boring when I was young. So let me go try this now. And that game is hard. I didn't realize I was just thinking like maybe I would have liked Diablo 1, and no, I wouldn't have because it's hard. And they didn't. Good on them, I guess, on giving you like just the true game, like the original game, really. And I guess they did something to the graphics. Maybe it still looked like shit to me, but it I don't know. You would have to literally like probably change some stuff, but maybe they didn't want to do that. But they didn't do no quality of life things with it. But like I said, people who are into Diablo 1, that's good for them because like they like people remember play the game they remember. Um, and the thing is, just walking to places just takes forever, even though it's not that far. I was like, it's like you can't no speed walking or something in this game. I was like, I need to walk faster. And then yeah, this is the game where you have to save because once you die, you die. Like that's it. I remember now. I remember that as a kid. And I think that's another thing. I was like, oh man, it's like you don't start like you're just dead. You gotta go to your last save point. Like you gotta start, or if you didn't save, well, you start over again. Or if you didn't save, like all depends when you saved or whatever. And there's no auto save, so you gotta make sure you save. And and then you really have to manage your potions and stuff like that. And that's the thing. I don't like that I have to keep walking back and like, okay, I get some money. Oh no, it's looking pretty bad. I could probably have to go back to the town. And this is when I didn't have the portal scroll yet, so I can just go back to town. And then, yeah, you buy portal scrolls. You can't just keep using them. You have to buy them. So that's another thing. I was like, oh my god, this is like all really, yeah, this game is like old '90s type of RPG shit. That's yeah. I said, you know what? Like this is like this. This was we had Dark Soul games, yeah, but they were there
Exactly.
because we didn't. Well, we learned to be better, really better. But I guess people say, oh, that's just we made it easy and something like that. And I mean, I will say this: yes, playing Diablo 3 and 4, like, oh my god, it is so fucking easy compared to this. Like, I was almost like this ain't the same game. That's why I was kind of thinking. It's like, man, they really just this yeah, I mean, I kind of get what some of these people say. Like, they really just babied it up for these like for the masses and stuff like that. Um, but it's like I just want some changes, you know? Like I want to walk faster. I want to be
Yeah.
able to like or something like that because it's just taking fucking forever. And you know what? And for then that's understandable because yeah, I mean like how fast like the PCs and stuff were then, you know. So it's like yeah, I get it. Like that's probably just they probably would have made it walk back then if they could, like move a little faster or something like that, and that probably was a good speed for them. Um, but also like yeah, it's yeah, I mean, I don't, and like it's just that. Yeah, the only reason I'm still playing is because I did find cheats for it, um, and because because I want to kind of go play through it just to see like what it is. Like I want to just go through this game so I can really just test like what like this is the game that people really liked and like why they did like it. And now I do like them when I go back in town and talk to people. They do say different stuff. Like they talk about certain things and things of that nature. So it's like, oh, so there is some type of story here, but you also realize that's like secondary. Like nobody, yeah, like, and I think that's really with Blizzard games. Like people talk about the stories, like, oh, they're not that really great, and like the focus is really gameplay for them, and yeah, which is good. Like the game, like I do like it's a hook to when I play Diablo 3, that I really did like those type of action RPGs. But Diablo 1, man, it's like it just feels so they're just like, man, this is not yeah. I can't really go back to this like this game, but I'm gonna try to finish it. Since I did find cheats, and it's only in the GOG version though. It's not in the Blizzard version. The Blizzard version, the cheats don't work with that one. I don't know why. And they didn't really have cheats like in their games. They had cheats in like Warcraft and
Mhm.
Starcraft and all those like those games. Like they have their own inside cheats and stuff like that. And I think now that they put achievements in, they even say like achievements disabled because you put this in, and it's like yeah, fine. But I think that was the thing, and I think because like um when I was playing Diablo, I was thinking like, hey dad, what's the cheat set like for this one? I was like, because I knew for the other one he was like, nah, there are no cheats for this. Like the only thing that's kind of it's not really cheats. The only thing you could change is I forgot what it was, but it's nothing that I cared about. And I was like, that I think that's why I didn't never really get into Diablo. But man, I mean, people love the game. I mean, I think like for the time, like I guess what I don't know what you compared it to. Really, that was like that. But yeah, I'm curious to go to that and then go to two. Maybe two is like a whole lot better. Um, than one. I mean, I think people say it is. But yeah, so I played those games, and so then I was like, what's the other games like Diablo besides Pillars of Eternity? I know Pillars of Eternity. I said Pillar. I'm sorry. I said Pillars of Eternity. Path to Exiles. I know Path to Exiles is free to play. The first one, second one. I mean, it's going to be free to play when they finally get out of their beta or whatever.
Yeah.
But you have to pay for it now. So I know Last Epoch came out last year, and I heard some okay things about that. So I went to check that out, and I just I'm very early on in the game. Like I just freaking started. I think basically got through like I guess you would call like tutorial level, where like to get to the first base or whatever to learn the game. And yeah, it plays like Diablo 3, and it's fun. I mean, like I really enjoy it. I like that kind of fast paced like action RPG, the isometric view and everything. And the graphics are pretty good. Oh yeah, back to Diablo 1. Yeah, this is this is the days where you have to read the manual to know how to do things, because they don't have a thing to teach you certain things in this game. Uh like yeah, because they don't really teach you much in this game. You have to learn on your own. So yes, this is very much like a Dark Souls of the like the Diablo games. Um but yeah, Last Epoch is it was an alright game. Also went back to play Kunitsugami. Um, so I was like, yeah, I never did finish that game, so let me go back and just play it some more. And yeah, I like the game, and I finally got to a point where I really unlocked a lot more to the game. Which yeah, you go through some stages before you get to the point where you really lock these skills, and it's like, oh man, this is nice. I think I wish it was a little faster to that, because now I'm at the point like just a few levels after that where I'm like, I'm kind of getting a little bored of this loop right now. I mean, maybe I'll take a break and come back, and maybe I'll be better with it. But I mean, it's not that it's not fun. It's just like it's like I want more there. I want something like I don't know, something to really. It's something that's not grabbing me for some reason. Like because it's not really a story. It's a story, but it's not. There's no talking in this game or anything like that. You're just helping this. Nah, I forgot what the story was. I know you're helping this woman, spirit woman, get somewhere, and I guess it helps people from the demons. I mean, because I haven't played in the beginning in a while, so I forgot what it was. But yeah, but it's just that I know, like, I mean, I like the whole premise of like you getting people to help defend her and then setting up bases and stuff. I wish there was more time to build. I wish you had more than one builder, because you only have one builder in between. You only can build things during the day. And then the night the demons come, and that's where you have to stop and you have to fight the demons and defend her. So you have this one builder, and the other people you find, they are going to be like your soldiers or something like that, and you get to choose what they are. Like, are they just a regular, like the basic soldier you had it from the beginning, or they could be a spearman or an archer, or I just got to the part where you could be a healer or something like that. There's some sumo guy, whatever. Um, and but like the builders, like they build things like maybe barriers or something that make it harder for the creatures to get towards you. Or they built like some type of stand or something, like a tall, like not really a tower, but something where somebody can go up high, which is really good for archers, so they can get more. They can shoot enemies farther, and but you only get but so much time during the day to build that stuff, and it takes time to build. Now I know can get some artifacts to build faster, but I still think it should be more than one, and maybe that's another thing later in the game. But man, if it's later, it's like God darn it. I played a lot. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't know if I'm
Did enough of
halfway
this
through or
game
not,
already.
but it's like I play hours of this game. Yeah, and it's
Right.
like darn. Um, but yeah, it's yeah, because it's almost like I mean, I think that's another thing. They also want you to play those stages more than once, because if you go back to a stage, you can, if you do certain things, you unlock things. Like if they have like goals, say like, hey, don't use any rations, or like don't do this in the stage or something, and you get something. Um, like there's places also you can send your soldiers to like help, like 'cause you can't get to this path, and it's usually a path where something you can like something's unlocked behind there, like maybe it's another soldier behind that path or something. It's not something you have to do, but it can help you towards fighting the demons. But it's like I don't have but so much time to do things, and it takes time to do it, especially with something like well, that I don't mind. But like I said, for builders, I think it should at least be some more builders or something in that game. But other than that, like it's a fine game. But like it's okay. Like it's not a like I feel like it could be more to this. Like if this is a world where things get sequels, all the time now, like in a timely fashion, then I would say like, oh, well, the next one's got there's some improvements they could really make to this game to make it like a great game. But I don't know what the kind of world we live in now. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck this going to. So it's like I feel like this is the game and that's it, and this is all you're going to get on this because nobody can afford to do sequels unless it makes like $1 billion or something like that. Um, also play some more Outer Worlds. Still in the first town on that one because I can never stay with the game long enough. I do a couple missions and then I'm like, okay, I'm finished. Like I'll be like wanting to play beginning, but then after I play it, then it's like, okay, I got enough. So it's not really good. So I haven't got a game to really like hold me down yet to grab. I kind of just been all over the place right
Okay.
now in the games. Like the games I think I really putting more time is the sports games. Like I play a lot of college football. And I play a lot of baseball on my Switch. So that's what I've just been doing. That's like if I was going to time my hours, I think my hours would be like more so spent on those.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right. So I guess we'll take a quick break. When we get back, we get to the flashback segment.
All right.
And we're back. So now we're in the flashback segment. So we got a few games to talk about. So we're going to flash back to 2015, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, this great game came out. Rocket League came out for the Windows and PS4. Yeah. I believe it was a PS Plus game. So a lot of people got into it, and man, that thing blew up, man.
That was a smart move on their part.
Yeah, I played it on Windows because it didn't come on Xbox yet, and I didn't have a PS4 at the time, and I really liked it. I really liked the game, man. It was a cool concept. These cars and this big old soccer ball, and you just shoot it in, and like this futuristic dome world. You can just ride on the freaking walls up to the ceiling and do stuff and
fly through
the
air.
People were really extreme with it, man. And I get jealous. I got jealous seeing some of those videos, but luckily everybody was at when it started. Everybody kind of sucked like me, so we were all kind of even. But now I know, like, if I probably jump in, I probably see cars not even touch the ground. Then
absolutely, yeah. I don't think we
be
can
like,
keep
oh
up.
no! I said, get the ball down here. I'm open because nobody's down here.
Like, that's not fair. Is this game empty? Oh, they're all the way up there. Why?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that it was a cool concept and like it was fun as hell, man. And like, yeah, it was like one top like charts, man, for a while there. And I mean, it's still going. Yeah, I mean, there's people still playing. I mean, it's one of those games.
I mean,
they
were big enough to be bought by Epic,
Exactly, Epic got them.
And then they forced them into making Fortnite racers or whatever. Yeah, I mean, you still see skins for Rocket League cars come out nowadays, so there's still an audience there. I mean, it's an incredible game. It's just not like you said. I don't know if you unless they do like ranked or something like that, where it's like, okay, this guy's brand new, he can play with the plebs.
It's gotta be a thing where it says like no flying over so many seconds.
Unless they know that I'm not at that skill level, I don't know that I'm gonna have much fun with it, to be honest with you.
I would have to play. Yeah, I was just gonna be computer. It had to be computer. Like just playing through the seasons. Like they did like a nice season, like a really intricate season mode, like what they do in sports games.
Oh, that'd be awesome, yeah. Even in that training mode, when they got to the flying part, I was like, well, I don't know that I'm going to get past this training.
All right. So now, yeah, that's basically the only game that came out this week as far as I think that's worth even mentioning for 10 years ago. So now we're going back 20 years to 2005, and we got Killer 7 came out for the PlayStation 2 and GameCube. It came out. Oh, darn! It wasn't just GameCube exclusive.
I was gonna. I'm shocked that it. Oh, this might have been when they realized. I thought
I
it
just
had
don't
come
remember.
out
I don't
GameCube
remember.
exclusive,
Yeah, man, I don't remember the PlayStation 2
at
getting
least
it.
initially. But maybe this is because I know
I
there
think,
was a time where like Capcom realized that the Capcom exclusivity to GameCube was maybe not the best of ideas, and maybe this
yeah,
fell in
because even
that
on the
window.
Wikipedia site, it's showing that it came out. Darn, for some reason I thought it was exclusive. But either way, I think I
Yeah,
saw the Game Informer review. I think it was like a 7 or something, so I didn't really care
yeah,
um about it.
yeah,
Yeah, because the
God,
Metacritic is 74 for GameCube, 70 for PlayStation 2.
yeah.
The PC got a higher one, 78. But so did you
Yeah,
play
it
this
was
game?
a
Because
game
I
I
never
was.
played Killer 7.
I honestly didn't. I own it. I didn't spend a lot of time with it though, because I was super amped about it. You know, Capcom being exclusive to the GameCube. GameCube was going to win the console wars, baby. You
And
know
the
that
look of
stuff.
it too.
And the look of it was insane. You know, it was taking that cell shading that we've seen in some stuff up to this point, but then taking like gritty violence along with it.
Yeah.
And you know that
It was
this is where you
this
know
it's a
Suda's
Zelda, but the violence stuff.
exactly, yeah. You know, and Suda's like legacy was already kind of like being formed around this time. Like you hear that name and you're like, oh, that means something. I don't know what it means, but it means something. And yeah, so I was super into it, and I don't remember if I picked it up at launch or like a little bit later when there was like Toys R Us buy two get one free or something like that. But I've got it. It's actually in this box right behind me. Um, but it when I saw what the gameplay was, where it's like it's this on rails thing, it really kind of pushed me off of it, and I was like, oh, maybe this isn't really what I want. So I think I played a very little bit of it, but I was
Oh,
like,
it's on
this,
rails.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's like you're moving
yeah, I
between,
would never thought that either.
yeah, yeah. I just thought it was like a third person action game, and occasionally you end up in first person mode. But yeah, it it was a weird like combination of on rails with like on almost like arcade style. You go into first person shooter and start like targeting parts of bodies and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely different. Yeah, yeah. It's like, darn man, it really could have. Yeah, it seemed like it was going to be something really huge. Just, I get, hey, the creativity of the look and stuff. I mean, I guess I give them that. But yeah, it just didn't turn out to be what like a lot of people thought though.
Yeah.
Um, all right. What else came out? Flat Out also came out.
Yeah.
This was say like what was this? A car destruction game or something like that?
Yeah, it was a car racing slash like destruction derby thing almost. Basically, they designed it around the cars having like physics and being able to be damaged and crumpled, and that would have an effect on the way the car would actually run. They also had like mini games where you would like, you know, throw the car into like a dartboard and stuff like that. And it never really seemed like it developed into a full experience, but as like a kind of a playground, I think it seems like it's a lot of fun.
Why
And they
is it
did
on
like,
Wikipedia? They're saying this game came out. Oh, wow! It came out in Europe in 2004
oh,
and
that's weird.
Australia. It came out before, yeah,
All
before
those
America.
criminals don't deserve it, but before us, how dare them?
Like, yeah, America, and then Japan was the last with October 13th, 2005. But darn, yeah, because I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, it came out 2004. I said, but yeah, wow, they actually got it before us.
Europe doesn't entirely surprise me just because it's a European company and it seems like a small enough game that it's like, oh, we're not trying to directly, you know, shoot into the American market with this big AAA title. But yeah, like, why does Australia get it? Get out of here.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't know it was that big because you wanted to talk about it. Is this something that you just got? That's why.
No, I mean it's kind of kept relevant. It got an update in July of 2024 on the PC where they added Steam Workshop support
What, the
along with
first
like
one?
Steam Deck stuff. Yeah, flat out this one. Yeah.
Because Flat Out 2, so Flat Out 2 is that not good or something?
Um, did that one? I want to say that was like an early access thing that didn't end up coming out, but maybe I'm wrong there.
Oh, there's a Flat Out 3 too.
Oh, really? Okay.
So maybe, oh yeah, overwhelmingly negative.
Oh,
Flat Out 2, but that's
jeez.
overwhelmingly positive though.
Interesting.
I feel like there was another game that's similar that was an Xbox game that was like a racer. I mean, if you look like Destruction, like with the and also Destruction 2, but it was like Destruction, and I saw you was in a city also. Maybe it
Oh,
was Flat Out. I mean, but it just early, like, but it was like, I mean, I don't know how long. Like, when was Flat Out even first announced? Like, that's what I want to know because maybe that's
yeah, I don't know.
oh, Ragdoll physics ahead with this game. Yeah, that's a big deal for back then.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was still a big deal.
yeah, because you would have like you'd have the driver fly out of the car, and I think that's what the dartboard game actually was like you jump off the ramp and then you try and eject your guy into the dartboard basically.
Oh, that's crazy. So they don't wear seatbelts.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore, Dominic. Everybody wears seatbelts nowadays.
All right. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, it wasn't really much that came out. Because yeah, these summer months, like not only a lot of games usually come out, but sometimes I mean in recent years they have been, but I guess 2015 wasn't the year. Um
Yeah.
so we'll take a quick break. When we get back, we get to the gaming news.
All right.
And we're back. So let's get to the gaming news. What we got, Dan?
All right, Dominic. So previously announced that Astrobot was getting a couple more levels. Those have released now. There are 5 more challenge levels added, along with new Astrobots to be collected. So I'm excited about that. You'll probably hear me talking about that next week. So yeah, that's awesome. Sony also had a state of play for Ghost of Yotei, basically an extended gameplay trailer talking about the differences that would be between this game and the first one. Not having really played the first one, I don't really know too much, but they're adding 2 new like not visual modes, I guess. Because the first one had like the Kurosawa mode, and now this one's gonna have 2 modes. One that is like a darker and grittier one, and then one that's like what did they say? It was gonna be more like lo-fi chill samurai kind of thing, which sounded kind of neat. Just to kind of differentiate themselves from like your relatively generic samurai thing, like the most recent
And
Assassin's Creed.
I didn't even know that Ghost of Yotei. I mean, I knew they were going to do it. I didn't know it just happened. Good God. Yeah, I've been out of the loop.
Yeah. They also announced that they're going to do a bundle. There's a very nice looking PS5 Pro with like there's one with gold and then there's one with black side plates that it's kind of like this I don't know if it's kind of inky or like cracky looking like mountain design on it, and then there's also a DualSense controller that they're going to have too.
Oh, a special one? Like, what does it look like?
Yeah, let me post this picture real quick in the notes for you here.
Oh, it's okay. I see it
Oh,
now
you already saw it.
because I'm on the pitch. I mean, I'm on the video
Gotcha.
now. Oh, it looks nice. Yeah.
So that's cool.
It looks nice, so I can just dirty it up.
Yeah. I'm relatively excited about this game. Ghost of Tsushima is still a game that I really want to get around to putting some time into.
Well, I was playing it, but now since I don't, I mean, I guess technically you still play it, but I I gotta get a new graphics card
Yeah.
because now I can't go back.
Taste the sweet juices. All right. Let's see. Next up, Dominic. I had seen this on. I think I saw it on Reddit on the leaks and rumors stuff. But apparently, EA had allegedly wanted to make a deal with the NFL this time because it's time for them to re up their deal again. And
Yeah.
apparently, they were trying to get a non-exclusive deal so that they didn't have to pay the NFL as much. And the NFL was like, "Nah." So that is unfortunate for all of us, I think, including EA, who was just trying to cut a bargain here.
Wait a
If
minute, EA alleged a non-exclusive deal with the NFL to lower the
yeah, like
cost.
they wanted to pay less, so they were like, "Hey, look, you can, shop this around to other people. We'll still
Oh
make
yeah.
Madden, but we don't want to pay you as much." Because obviously, like, I don't think they can go the route of what they did with the football game. I don't know that they can make deals with just, each of the teams in the same way that they did with the soccer game.
Oh nah,
So,
nah, nah. I don't think
they
you can
lose
do
the
that.
NFL license, they're done
They're,
for.
they're,
So,
they're done. Yeah.
the NFL knows that they're going to put them in that position. Now, if they did, get this through and it was no longer exclusive, do you think 2K would jump in there and make an attempt to make an NFL game again?
Um, I think 2K maybe. But I don't know about them, but they will get that license and get somebody to make it. I think the company Take Two. I mean, the 2K
Yeah, take
Take Two,
two.
whatever.
Yeah.
They will. They would go ahead and grab that license.
I feel like they'd be like, oops, sorry, we're not making WWE games anymore. We've got a more lucrative license here. Yeah. Because as much money as I would imagine they make off the NBA, cards and stuff, I'm sure they would jump at the opportunity to try that. Um, all right, and the last one I got here, Dominic Crafton, the publishers behind Subnautica 2, have delayed the game. Now there's a lot of drama around this because initially everybody was kind of on the side of the developers, apparently by delaying the game. Crafton may have saved themselves like
Oh, I'm sorry.
285 million.
Okay,
What's up?
I want to go back to the Madden thing.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Um, they yeah. With that. See, yeah. Like I know everybody. I'm one of them too. Like blaming EA. It's like, oh man, see, they got that exclusive deal, but it's like it really wasn't their fault. It's the NFL is the one who did it. I read it years
Yeah, they
ago, but
allowed for it
yeah,
at the very least. They agreed
yeah,
to it.
yeah, and like it wasn't. Yeah, so they're the ones who did. They went up, want to put it like a bidding war or some shit, and they wanted like to so they can get like big money, and they continue to do that, and that sucks because it's like, dude, like we need we need competition like in these games because we seen what EA has done. EA has done what we thought would happen. We hope it wouldn't have happened, but it did. Like they kind of rest on their laurels. Like they had no competition to really strengthen them, like to make them even force them to go better. Like they got to keep up to
Right.
stay in front of the competition. And yeah, it sucks that the NFL is still just being like that, being that way to get the deal. But it's like I don't know, man. It's just, this is what it is. It's like if it's all about when things are all about money, it's kind of hard to ask a company to be like to tell them to like, hey, can you do something that actually is like make a good game? But it's like, why? When I can make money making a cheaper game that it may be
Right.
bad, but I'm still gonna make more money. Like it's hard. When somebody's just thinking about money, it's hard to say otherwise. All right. So, oh yeah, okay, you can go ahead now.
Yeah. All right. So, Crafton has delayed. They're the publishers behind Subnautica 2, and they have
Okay. So,
delayed the
so why did it delay
game.
it?
Their reasoning is that the developers are not in a good position to release the game. And now the developers are basically like, it's done, we're ready to go. I think one of the CEOs has left or was asked to leave or was removed, and now him and alongside some other former developers are like suing Crafton for this because there was some kind of like bonus tied to potentially having that game released this year. It seems really messy right now. Like we might not have all the details because I saw something on Reddit that Crafton, there was like a leaked Crafton thing that basically showed the timeline of where that game is. And it sounds like it's actually not in, a good shape to release anytime soon.
Hmm.
So right now it seems like two different parties who are just trying to kind of save face. But it's really unfortunate because, by all accounts, Subnautica was pretty cool and, seemed like they were doing something interesting here with Subnautica 2. And,
Yeah, it was.
and
Yeah,
now here we are
and like
just,
I still want to play
roasting.
that expansion.
Mm, yeah. Well, now might be the perfect time because
Yeah,
not going to
yeah, I
see
guess it
Subnautica
is.
2 for a
Yeah,
while,
plenty
if
of time.
ever.
Yeah, plenty of time before that game probably comes out.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like that's the concern now is like whether that game will actually come out or not.
I mean,
With
that's
this.
always concerned now. Like now, I'm always like thinking like a game could be canceled.
Yeah. I
Any
mean,
game.
yeah. After Perfect Dark last week, that feels like the most egregious example of something that would have been.
Well, Perfect Dark. I'm trying to think. I feel like something before that even. I think when it got. I'm trying to think.
They canceled Halo.
uh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, there was something else that was, man, that was kind of crazy. That I mean that, or like games getting so delayed that you don't know this will come out. I mean, like
Right.
Bungie, like with Marathon, like what's going on with Marathon is like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another good example.
I mean, it's not canceled, but we don't know what's going to happen.
we don't. Yeah, we don't. We
We
don't
don't
know
know what's going
anything
to happen
about
with
what's
that
going on
game.
there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know what they're going to do. Honestly, and I mean, just these companies like all these companies just falling. That just game getting canceled, but studios going away and stuff like that. Like these big studios that's doing it. They're just man, like the state of things, man. It's like it's such a weird time, man. I'm at the point where things just don't won't surprise me as much. Like something big
Yeah.
happens, it'll shock me, but probably won't, like man, I'm waiting for
It's
it. Like
not
I'm waiting for
sustained.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to know. Like I want to. I'm like waiting for the next thing. That's something else. I'm looking, waiting for it now. It's like what's next big thing is going to happen now? What's going to happen? And it's always bad. It's always something like what's next thing is going to happen
It's
that's
always,
bad. Is that something shocking? Like oh, this is great news.
I was gonna
Like
say, I think
man,
that's the only time we'd be like shocked and like,
yes,
whoa, would be like if
something
it's
good
something
happened.
good happening.
Good God, it's like everything's just horrible.
Yeah.
Well, Microsoft need to bring that price down for Outer Worlds though too. I just think that $80 still is not making any sense for that game.
Yeah.
For that game, like it's like you can do it for Call of Duty, you can get away with that shit, but Outer Worlds, like yo, dude,
Especially when
this ain't
that, and
like
I know this isn't a one to
this
one
ain't Skyrim,
comparison.
this ain't Elder Scrolls or like
Yeah.
Fallout or something, man.
And I know it's not a one comparison, but like Borderlands, now we know that that's not going to be $80. So it
That's
feels
more
like
popular than Outer Worlds too.
exactly. I mean, that's even more of a reason why it
Yeah,
could have been
yeah,
more
it could have
than,
been. It could have been.
you at least have the name recognition. So
Yeah, I don't. That's a little like. I mean, I guess the Game Pass. I mean, hey, they got the people there that know the numbers. So I
yeah,
just know,
I
like, if I
mean
ain't
that
had
can
Game
make
Pass,
sense.
if I ain't Game Pass, like, I wouldn't begin. I'll be waiting. So I was like, well, I know you ain't Nintendo, so it will go down in price.
Yeah. I know there's been a lot of discourse around Game Pass this past week too. I think there was a developer that came out and basically said like, "Look, this is killing the industry."
Oh, Square
Um,
Enix, I saw
was it
them.
was it
I saw a
them
Square
or
Enix
was it
guy say
somebody
something.
from Square Enix?
I think it was somebody from Square Enix, and then there was a former guy from ah I forgot. Yeah, yeah, I heard people saying that, but I mean, okay, I mean, I heard it before too about Game Pass destroying the industry, even like early on.
Mm.
Um, I mean, maybe, but I'm just a customer, man. Like
And it's beneficial to me,
yeah, I mean, I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
unless it does kill the industry.
Look. I mean, you can argue that, and people can say like, "Yeah, I gotta stop doing it." It's like, no, because I can't. The other way's worse because I can't afford it
Yeah.
that way. I can't afford
And if
it.
anything, fewer games just means less games I have to worry about. So that's a positive on my side. You know,
Yeah,
I don't have time to play everything, so I
I don't
don't
have to
need you
play. Yeah,
releasing
exactly. I don't have time to play
2,000 games a
everything,
year.
dude. And I damn sure ain't gonna be buying like a game's being $70 to $80. Man, they gonna be buying new games like that. Like,
Yeah.
sorry, and like, you know what? I had nothing. Like, this is ain't. This is I'm not in the numbers of the statistics with that stuff anyway. So it's like y'all figure it out. You say it's destroying the industry. I just want to know, like, being PlayStation still around. I don't know because they're like doing well console wise. They're doing so much better. Um, I'm curious about money wise, like just overall, just money, like
Yeah.
Xbox Division versus PlayStation, not Sony versus Microsoft. Don't but
Right.
just those two.
Because that's a neat
Like, what's the
one.
numbers? Because if the PlayStation is leading in that over them, I mean, and Nintendo's doing whatever they do, but between PlayStation and Xbox, then is it still destroying the industry? Then if PlayStation's still okay,
Right.
like if they're still
Yeah.
doing it,
Like
I don't know.
what is
Like,
the death of the industry look like?
yeah, because why would Microsoft be the death of it? They're in third place.
Right.
If they're
The
in third place, I never heard of.
games
Yeah,
industry existed before them and it will exist after them. I think the only sad reality of that, if they did go away, is all of the companies they take with them, right? Double
yeah.
fines and your Activisions and your so on and so forth. And what does that look like? Do they get spun out before? Do they get spun out during the
Or they want to
process
they
of
take them down with you,
shutting that down?
Daniel. Say you're
I
going to
mean,
hell with
probably.
us.
But then you would see a resurgence in what I would imagine is the relatively indie space of, a lot of you'd have a Tim Schafer starting his own studio again, or at least you would hope, you would have people like that who had these studios before Microsoft came along. Now it seemed like maybe they were
I'm wondering
struggling.
about Double Fine. Like, is it really like he couldn't get it? Like, is it in the contract where he couldn't get Double Fine back again, or that'll be that's like Microsoft owns this like forever,
Yeah.
or is it like a some stipulation there? I wonder about that because that sucks though. if that's what the case is. Like they
Yeah.
just own it.
I mean, we did see at least like Toys for Bob be able to, have an exit out of there along with their properties. So I would hope that would especially be the case if it came down to a decision of, oh, we're closing the Xbox division of Microsoft and kind of scattering its parts to the wind. I would hope there's an out for those people who are in those kinds of positions.
Yeah, I'm still man, this is oh man, so weird. Like the way things have come. I mean, yeah, man, just think like when not 10 years ago, 10 years ago, Xbox One came out. Like I'm just thinking like maybe like 11 to 12 years ago, I would not have thought Microsoft would be like this
Yeah.
as a 360 was.
Yeah. Peak
Like I saw,
360 time.
yeah, because I'm thinking like, because like, yeah, there weren't a lot of new games coming out, like exclusive to Xbox at the end of the 360 era. But I think most people were thinking like me that they're making games for Xbox One. That's why.
Yeah.
like
Little
like
did we know.
they moved on to the the other powerful the next powerful system, and man, like that's what I swear, man, I swear that this is all like some the new world order or some shit like behind the scenes. They
New
own
world.
like everything's really owned by them, and so this is just all just a
I mean, the
play. Like
obvious answer there is Nintendo, right? Like Nintendo owns all of them. And they
yeah,
just
it's
they
like
just have Sony and
we gave
Microsoft
we
exist
gave
so
you
that they don't look like a
the
monopoly.
360, and that era lasted longer than any other generation. So we're like Sony say, look, Sony is hurting overall. We gotta give them the PlayStation. You're still good. Like you're the
You got
Microsoft.
Windows, you got AI.
You're still like the
First,
one of the top three or so whatever biggest companies in the world.
yeah.
Uh, you're fine to be in third place. We'll let you be in third. Like we're gonna make them third place. Let Sony have the PlayStation because they can't do movies and shit, right? And electronic stuff is just not it. Um, and Nintendo, yeah, Nintendo's gonna do what they do. You know, nobody else is gonna sell games on their platform, but they will. But they will still be number one. But no other third party can. Um, and that's how we work it. We like we need Japan, yeah, Japan to have that. Japan to have the cars. to have that in cars.
That's what they can have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just the whole like Game Pass killing the industry thing, like it reminds me a lot of like, oh, Epic is ruining things by having its own launcher and giving developers money to make it exclusive to their thing. It's like, well, no, they're getting money up front so they can actually make the game. And if it doesn't sell well, that on the Epic store, that sucks. But hopefully once it gets released on Steam in 6 months to a year, people will still remember that, hey, this is a really good game. It just wasn't on the thing that I like to download things through.
Yeah.
And the developers are fine because they already made their money and now they're getting a bonus by actually selling games. And I hope in a lot of ways that I think it's slightly different because, like, to me, Game Pass, I don't know what general people are thinking, but like, it seems like you and I are pretty much on the same page where it's like, I'm not really buying games much anymore. They're gonna end up on one of these services. And I think that's probably where general people are because that's what happened with music. They don't sell CDs in the stores anymore because everybody's streaming on Spotify
Or
and
or it has to be like
DVDs.
super. Like I probably won't get them to the like super cheap or something.
Yeah.
Like when
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's that.
they'll
Yeah. Because I,
yeah, it's
I
like
will still buy something occasionally, but
yeah, but it's like not.
I say that, but I'm buying
I
Nintendo
rap
games all the
yeah.
fucking time.
I mean it's rare that we buy like it's rare that we do buy something when it first comes out. It's like the last thing you did was Mario Kart, but that that's
Yeah.
a console, new game.
Yeah.
But just think like a lot of the games that we did play that first came out, it was because it was on Game Pass. It came on
Yeah,
Game Pass at
absolutely.
launch.
Yeah, it was that or it was like some gigantic game. But yeah,
Yeah,
for me, that's what it is because the reality is I know Nintendo games aren't going to drop in price significantly. So, like, there's not much of a difference between me buying it at launch and me buying it 10 months later outside of like the relevancy to talk about it in our audience. So, I might as well just get it when it comes out. That's why as long as it gets good reviews like it sounds like it should be, Donkey Kong I will buy next week because I'm looking for something new to play on my Switch too. It will be a relevant conversation topic, and that game will never be cheaper than it is
see,
right
see,
now.
see, see that's what's destroying the industry, Daniel. You buying these Nintendo games. That's what's
Buying the
destroying the
games,
industry.
yeah, that's supporting Nintendo. Yeah, I mean, if there was a, a thing I saw just now on Game Informer that their Nintendo is stopping their voucher system, um, which like I liked that because it saved me like $10 overall across 2 games. I don't understand why you have to discontinue it. I mean, either you sell people vouchers for Switch 1 games or you sell vouchers for Switch 2 games, which would be, a premium, but it would still save you money. But I wonder if it's because of like the complications of like this game is going to cost $80, this game's going to cost $70. Like maybe there's not the value incentive there for people in the same way. Because yeah, even me, I was like, okay, I bought these vouchers. I'm not going to use this voucher on Super Mario Odyssey and then use the second voucher on Kirby's Dream Land, which is, not a full price game. It doesn't make any sense for me to do that. So I would like sit on that until there was another full price game to come out. So yeah, if I bought those for a Switch 2 game, it would be like, well, I got to wait for an $80 game now. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, between last week's stuff and just the constant state of the games industry, we're definitely in a weird like flux area. But I think the games industry and like the way we talk about it is just reflective of all industry as a whole, right? Like
Yep. Yep.
Microsoft cutting all these jobs because they want to refocus on AI, that's reflective of where things are going right now.
Like
And
everywhere. I mean, go. Like me.
literally.
I haven't gone inside of McDonald's in a long time, but I think recently I have, and that's like, oh my god, like Daniel. I mean, like yeah, it's going to be a point where it's just like just maybe one person back there just to make sure
Yeah.
the stuff is
Make
working.
sure the robot's still up and running. Yeah, because you can go into a McDonald's into the location and physically talk to someone less than if you go through the drive-through.
Yes.
Because you just walk up to the screen, you do all your ordering on there, and then someone calls your number, you walk up to them, you grab your bag, you don't say thank you, and you just walk out. Like, like you can have almost zero human interaction going
That is
inside a McDonald's.
freaking. I mean, it's like look, like in a utopia world, that's all right. That's fine. But it's like, dude, what? So where is everybody else working now?
Right.
That used to these jobs. Like, where's the where's like and I just talking about like I mean you go in the grocery store, you got the self
Mm-hmm.
checkouts.
Yep. One person watching 10 self checkouts.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you just got lanes and lanes of emptiness because they don't have anyone working there.
Yeah. I mean, in some places they did some. I mean, only certain places they took the lanes out. They might took some lanes out, but not everywhere. Like some places, it's just they still there, it's just empty.
The lanes are like the dead mall of a store.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
Even
we
though I
don't
still see
go
candy and
there
stuff in them,
anymore.
so I guess
I was
like
gonna
I'm like,
say,
oh,
unless you got to go down and grab a Mars bar or something, you
or
don't
like
go
the
down those
magazine,
aisles.
the magazines on the end, like get your People magazine or
Yep, that's the
USA
problem with the
Today.
shelf checkout, Dominic. I can't stand
Us,
there
I said
waiting in
us. Oh, Us
line.
magazine. I said USA Today. Us magazine. Yeah, those popular things.
Can't read about the Mothman anymore for the 5 minutes I'm waiting for the people in front of
Oh,
me to
is the
check
Inquirer
out.
still a thing?
I would imagine the National Enquirer is
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form still a thing.
I just not, I just, yeah, I haven't really looked at, seen that
They got a
recent
website at
tabloids.
least, Dominic. Apparently, Patrick
And it's like,
Duffy is
yeah, like
skittish.
it's just like tabloids. It's kind of when you got like the internet, like social media, you can get all tabloid stuff, like fake stuff up there.
Apparently, Casey Anthony has a mystery man.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, I don't know
Anyway,
who she with right now. Is she still?
she's with Carmelo Anthony.
Oh yeah, yeah. Casey. Oh, the lady. That's the lady who drowned her kid.
Yeah, that's
Well, accidentally.
of course, yeah. So
I thought she was hot. No, that's not. That's not.
yeah, I mean that's my concern, and that's why I find like the political circus that we're going through now is like nobody really feels like they're addressing the real concerns that we should all be having regarding AI, like whether we're going to use it or not. Like if we're going to use it, companies are going to use it. It's going to become a part of daily life, but how do we minimize the damage that it's going to do to everyone?
Man, I think it's too. Well, I ain't gonna say it's too late, but it's just that.
It's
Well,
not too late if we got serious about it.
yeah, it's not.
Or at
Yeah,
least
it's not too.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it is either.
Because
I
we
think we can
haven't
stop. But this,
actually, there aren't, truck drivers aren't losing their jobs yet because of these
no, not yet.
autonomous
No,
vehicles.
no, we haven't got to the point the Simpsons episode. But where we yeah, good. And because and a lot of Tauntaun stuff, like we seen them as like they're not ready yet. Like they haven't got it perfected to a
Yeah.
point where they were even trust it. But then again, I don't know. Some people, maybe these companies, they can afford to even pay for accidents that kill people. They could be like, oh, whatever, we can afford.
Oh yeah, and that's what scares me is at some point it
Yeah,
will become like, well, the humans and that's the kind of stuff that Elon
and
Musk
that's
talks about
scary.
already with the taxi stuff is like, well, it's this much safer than a human being because humans have this much mile accidents per mile, and this is how much our robot has, and it's like, yeah, except like who's responsible when your robot car drives into somebody versus this person, drank and
Yeah,
drove or, whatever, fell
and
asleep during driving
yeah, I mean,
or is just bad
it's
driver.
because our laws, like with government oversight with companies in that way, that we. I mean, we have certain laws, but it's like people want to say they want to keep the government out of things. But the thing is, with the way these companies are so big and controlling of things, it, this it needs to be. It has to be.
Yeah. I don't want the
And then,
companies running my
I'm sorry,
government. I want the
like I don't know
government
what
running my
a regular
companies.
citizen, like yes, what normal regular citizen who doesn't own a freaking company, like a huge company, why they wouldn't want that. Now they would say like because then they're gonna start coming in our homes and controlling us or like I'll just
I'm a
have a
small
little
business owner, Dominic, and I don't
yeah
want them messing with my company. It's like, sir, you sell t-shirts on Etsy. Like, relax. Nobody's coming after you.
yeah. They like Etsy would be the one they look at, not you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like that you have to because who else will? Who is?
No one. Absolutely no one.
Because they're all
We
about
see
making
that.
money, man. That's the thing. They're about making money. The government is supposed to be about fighting for the people. So what? I'm supposed to trust the company that's all they care about is making money. That they'll do
Yeah.
what's good. Like I said, they can afford some of these lawsuits. They'll take a chance It is a lawsuit. They don't go under. They just pay for it.
We learned that in Fight Club 20 plus years ago, Dominic.
Yeah. It's like
Claims adjusters.
chicken sucks.
So what we're saying, Dominic, is this is where we announce our joint candidacy for whatever political body we can actually get a hold of.
Yeah. Yeah.
People like us. Yeah, I mean it's again, like I don't think we're too far past the pale, specifically for the where we are with the AI stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff that we're kind of past the pale on, and that's we can claw it back, but it'd be a lot of work, and that is a lot of the government control over businesses stuff. But that's why before all this stuff gets implemented and we start to see the ravages of it, we have to do something. I mean, I don't know if it was on air, quote unquote, or if it was just you and me talking about it, but like when we had the port strikes around here and they were like, oh, well, we're going to keep robotics out of the ports for this long. It's like, well, no, that makes people's job easier. So like we should do that. But for every, robot crane that they bring in, you should have to pay the employees this much more because you're saving that amount of money in labor.
Yeah, it shouldn't
And
be
that's,
like you just like you make more. Like no,
yeah, you shouldn't
like
just make more and
yeah,
hire less people because
people.
like at the
Yeah,
end of the day, what does a whole bunch of people living around your business do if they don't have any money? So like that's why in a lot of ways, is universal basic income makes a lot of sense outside of just, in an entertaining Fox cartoon show. Because at a certain point, these companies that are making more profit than God need to pay back into the communities.
yeah. It should never gotten. Yeah, that's the thing. Society, like the way things are made, like with this country and stuff, it wasn't made for just a few people to have more money than everybody else, like combined. Like it wasn't that long ago when it wasn't like that. Like it just
Yeah.
been like that. Like man, starting like the '80s and shit. Like it just went.
Yeah.
It did
Unfortunately, our entire
a huge
lifetime.
two inning. Yeah, and our that's what it happened. Like it just a huge turnaround. Like it ain't supposed to be like this small percentage of people own more money than everybody else in the damn population. Like it's like what the fuck? Like yeah, when I saw the charts on that, because I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't really think about that. And when I saw like what it was like back in like the 50s or even like for the Great Recession time or even like after that, and like nah, it was always the people had it. Majority of the people had more money than all the rich people. Like all together,
Yeah.
it was like, and
It
that's
just
what it's
doesn't make
supposed to
sense
be.
the other way around.
Yeah, it
What
does.
do you do
Yeah,
with all of that money?
yeah, exactly.
It's not moving around the economy. It's sitting somewhere. And that doesn't benefit, the nation or the people of the earth at large. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, like with the housing stuff, like with people, like it should be something where the way these people is buying up properties just to rent them out, so nobody can ever buy them. Like
Yeah.
have those homes because these bigger companies, conglomerates, they're like buying up. Oh, I'm
Because
gonna
I
buy all
need to
this
make
place
a
and just
profit
rent it
off
out.
of it instead of you
Yeah,
having a place that, is and not only the place, but also because we have commodified it in the way that we have the equity, alongside having a home, having a thing that you were able to buy and eventually own. It's crazy. Video
all
games,
right.
Dominic.
Yeah.
We're a video games podcast. Thank you for sticking around. Um, anything else, Dominic, before we get into new releases?
I'm trying to. Well, let me look at Game 4 because I haven't been up there most of the week. This week, what they got up here? I forgot they showed their next cover. It was something big. and I can't remember.
The Borderlands?
Well, the Borderlands was the next cover at the Borderlands.
Oh, there was one after
They
that.
had
Okay.
I saw them advertise like our next cover is going to be this, and I forgot what it was.
They have a review of Peak. Have you seen that game, Dominic?
No.
It's a co-op mountain climbing game.
Oh, I mean I see it up here on Game Informer now. Damn, they give it a
Yeah,
9.
it's kind of like it kind of reminds me of you put Humans Fall Flat in my head earlier, but what's the bean game? Fall Guys.
Yeah,
There's characters that kind of remind me of that, and then you're basically, you've got your rope, you got your stamina, you're climbing up these mountains, and you're dropping down rope to help your guys, and it's all got proximity chat and whatnot, which is the new hotness in these kind of co-op video games. For would feel like they kind of focus on streamers in a lot of ways, but it does look like it's a lot of fun. And yeah, to
that's
get
cool.
a 9 from Game Informer.
And is that a free to play game or what?
No, but I think it
Oh, okay.
is. It is, significantly discounted. I think it's maybe $20 or less.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is $8, Dominic. So they know what they've got on their hands, because I don't know that there's necessarily a lot of content right now. It is, I think it's like a roguelike kind of thing too, where it's like you got a new mountain every day, like a procedurally generated mountain or something like that too.
Yeah, that's
Seems
cool.
seems pretty neat.
Maybe it was just Borderlands, but no, but it could have been Borderlands because I already knew about Borderlands. Oh, whatever. Nah, I guess not. I ain't got anything.
All right. Then we will get into new releases, and I clicked off the dock, so I'm just going to start with the one that I already talked about earlier. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 is out now. That is on Game Pass, so you can check it out there. Of course, they also have the the buyable versions that have the Doom guy and stuff like that, because he is not unlocked in that version, the Game Pass version. I also tried using my DualSense on that thing, and it did not want to do that, which sucks. I saw somebody mention that the BattleNet version does, but that's obviously one that you would purchase separately. So it sucks that they.
Yeah, like someone said,
That
like
feels purposeful.
Well, yeah, it does. I mean, like the Xbox is so weird that they sometimes put a different game on the PC than the other places. Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's so weird because like Borderlands, the same way. Like I only can use the Xbox controller with Borderlands 3 through the Xbox app.
Unless you use the third party thing, right?
Yeah, I have to use the third. Yeah, I just use third. I've already got a DualSense hooked up. But there's some other games where I can use the DualSense though.
Yeah,
I can I can use it. Like I guess they're not just like some special Xbox exclusive. Maybe it's just a PC game. Which I'm just thinking, like, if it's a PC game that's on other PC platforms, just put a PC game up there, Xbox, man. Like, yeah. I just don't get why you have to do that. I mean, I want to go back to the days when they used to have it where, hey, this game is the PC game and the other game is the console game. Right. It used to do like it's two different games. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't know, but it's still two different games. I mean, I think sometimes. I mean, they put the achievements as the same. Like they come up for both. Like you got the achievement on the PC, you have it on the console too. But like when they had it was two different, like a PC version and a console version. That's like actual two different games where you can get double achievements if you want to do both. But I just feel like just do the same games the other ones, man. Yeah. Especially for me who likes to use cheats. Because then I gotta look up the Game Pass version of the game. It's like, oh, so the this version has Steam version. I can use cheats, but this one, since people don't have Game Pass, the guys who make cheats don't have Game Pass or something. They don't bother sometimes.
Yeah. All right. We also have the System Shock 2 25th anniversary remaster out on the Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series game. That is, one of those games that I hear about.
It came out on PC first. I mean, it came out already on PC.
Yeah, it already came out.
Yeah, because when I heard it, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a couple of months ago. And this is a game that has like the legacy of like, Ken Levine. And, this has a lot of like throughway to BioShock. But man, trying out that, I think it was System Shock 1, though. It
was one
demo that they had of the enhanced one. I was like, nah, this isn't really doing much for me. I'd be interested to see if 2 holds up a little more. It feels a little more modern. All right. We also have Patapon 1 and 2 Replay out on the PC, Nintendo Switch, and PS5. That's kind of amusing seeing these Sony, not published in this case, but previously Sony published games come into with the Nintendo Switch.
They're on the what was it called? The PSP.
Yeah. Yep. They're on the modern PSP now, Dominic. The Nintendo.
Switch. Get Loco Roco. Get the Loco Roco's replay or something.
They should. They absolutely should. Give me sound shapes also. And then we got EA Sports College Football 26 for the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Well, I see the game. The former gave a good score, like 8.5. I think the last one it gave was 8, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't read the article. I just saw like, hey, it's a big improvement, basically, of the previous one. I mean, because I looked at a video showing what they added to this and things of that nature. So I was like, yeah, man, like they are getting they're getting better. With that, still wish it was on PC. So I can play it. I don't have to. And that's what sucks. It's like for anybody who like invests in a rig and they're a sports fan.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not buying a $500 system just to play sports games.
Yeah.
and maybe just one because everything else comes on PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're gonna make me like baseball and college football will be the only games that I would like have
that
to
you're
get.
locked up. Basically,
yeah, that I can't play on PC, and that freaking sucks. It's like I wish I would put like on a streaming service at least. Like, hey, like can you like partner with well, I guess it would be Game Pass. Game Pass, yeah, you can do the what they do, like play to own or something like purchase and play your own games or something like that.
Right.
Or PlayStation would do something. I need PlayStation to have their streaming thing available for PC because they just got it for PS4 and before any games before PS4, like PS4 and all the systems before that one, like so PlayStation 1 through I guess 4 is available to stream, but they won't do their PS5 games.
Right,
that's up there, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know why they would think it would be a loss, and it's like whatever. Like the ones they have up there, because they don't have all the games up there, but the ones they have available, like you only can play it if you have a PS5.
Yeah, making games more accessible to more people, I don't think is going to hurt anyone, despite what Microsoft's example seems to be showing.
Yeah.
I think they're just going about it the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. That's all they doing, yeah.
And now, like, NCAA works off, or I guess not NCAA, college football, that runs off of the Madden engine, right? So, like, they bring that into PC, would it really be that much more effort to bring this game to
That's
the
what I'm
PC as
saying.
well?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the
Baseball's
what
one
is
thing, but like
how much
this
is small?
seems
Yeah, because
different.
but like you said, this is a company that already does. That's why I'm surprised. Like this year, I thought this year would be like, oh, they're gonna do it. Probably for
Yeah, like okay, maybe the
26.
first year they're getting their feet under them, and but especially how that sold last year, you would think they would want to try and open it up to everybody. I would not be surprised. Maybe next year's the year, right? They put it out next year on the Switch 2 and also on the PC. I
Hold.
maybe they wait and see how Madden does on the Switch 2 before they put any sort of effort into that. But just with how many consoles sold, I would imagine they might be incentivized to throw it on the Switch. All right, Dominic,
All right.
that's what I got as far as new releases. Anything else for
Yep,
the
I'm
people
good.
before we get out of here? All right. Thank you guys as always for listening. You check us out on Twitter. Dominic's at DStalworth5. I'm at RegulusMB. The podcast is at Superpod, SUPAPOD. We are also on Blue Sky at superpod.com, at regulusmb.sky.social, and at DinoMan at DominicStalworth.bluesky.social. We have a website. It is superpod.com. You can check us out there. It has links to all the places you can find us, including YouTube, where there's a video version of this podcast, as well as all of the audio formats, iTunes, YouTube Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, any place else you find an audio podcast, basically. And until next time, guys, talk to you later.
See ya.